In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some creepy and strange TikToks that are going to make you want to say, Daggum. Let's get it.
Woman releases video of water at the Cecil Hotel before Eliza Lone's body was found in the water tank.
If I was somewhere in that water, even remotely had like even half like that, I ain't drinking it, much less bathing in it. And then I've seen that clip of that bull before, and that's just something else. Like that bull, yeah, had something more going on with it.
Some of Katy Perry's strange malfunctions. What is going on here? It's like her body switches off. Look closely at her pupils. Why are they doing that?
That is really strange. And then there was one that I seen where she was on the, I want to say it was the American Idol panel, sitting there, and she started doing like how the frogs got that big old bubble that comes out. That's what she did. And then more recently at the I want to say it was the CMA Awards, where she had mentioned, referencing those clips of her eye glitching like that, and then she wanted to start doing it, and said, "Oh, it's a party favor." I'm like, "No, that was you held it there. Your eye was like literally, you were like picking it up, falling back down, picking it up." And I don't buy it. There's something going on there. Robot, lizard person, whatever.
What's going on with Katy Perry? Why is she glitching? Wait for it.
Make even more noise for my band.
See it right there. You had a little episode right there, whatever you want to call it, and then all of a sudden, just make some noise for my band.
Please tell us we need proof.
We keep receiving these terrifying airdrops in our new apartment that we just moved into. The police told us to record next time it happens, and so here's the video of that.
I'm scared to accept
We
it.
have to because of the police.
Okay.
Are you recording?
Yeah. Go.
Dear Apartment 13, hello, my new playmates. I hate them.
Ew. That's
The
gross.
last renters only lasted a month. Will you last longer? We've been here for 3 weeks.
Mm.
Thank you for posting a TikTok about this. Now I know all about you, Brandon.
Mm.
I shouldn't have posted that.
Mm.
Makes me feel so powerful. Makes me feel so much closer to you.
This is so creepy.
Brandon,
What?
does your girlfriend know where you go when she's at work? I bet she'd like to find out.
What does that mean? What do they mean by that? Where are you going?
Talk to you tomorrow. Ew.
What is that? Is that you? When was that taken? When did you wear that?
Things are getting really stressful right now, but we will post tomorrow if they send another thing, so stay tuned for that.
First, I just want to say that it is really creepy and would be very unsettling, especially when you're freshly moved into a place. And even if it wasn't just freshly moved in, But the fact that as soon as you move into a place, you start having like an occurrence, something like that happening, and then makes you wish that you could get all techie and find out where this person is, start doing some deep diving and trying to figure out their location and where they're at, where it's coming from. Because especially if they're not the first people that whoever this individual is has been doing it to. So they've been doing it for a while. And then almost just looked like he was in some kind of gym attire. You know what I mean? So, but I don't know. Let's see if there's a follow-up to that.
This is a lake at the bottom of the ocean that kills anything that wanders into it. It's called a brine pool, formed by thick concentrations of salt that can't dissolve with the surrounding water and leaves unknowing animals unable to escape. But some have learned to take advantage of this, like this eel that goes scavenging in the pools. But that doesn't mean they're immune to toxic shock from spending just a second too long inside. Others have evolved to live right on the edge, teetering on life and death, with the constant possibility of something dropping in, leaving them in the splash zone.
That's interesting. Never heard of that or seen that before. But I wouldn't go there.
Make a movie scene about a horrible family secret.
Hey, what exactly happened with your twin brother?
Michael, it's fine. He was curious. And clumsy. And he kept hearing this weird snapping noise. Over and over and over. He followed it and it led him to the sewer.
Did you check the security cameras?
There weren't any. But he still went in. We still don't know what that thing was.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon is not.
That was actually a pretty good clip. Like the visual effects and the quality of it actually looked pretty legit if he did it all himself and figured it all out. But creepy though. Don't go near no sewers.
No matter who you are, no matter what you do, be glad you're not this fish.
No, I am.
So that's Zamothia exigua, but it's also known as the tongue-eating parasite. It invades its victim by crawling through the gills and then severing all the blood vessels in the tongue, causing the tongue to shrivel up and fall off. This parasite then becomes the fish's new tongue because supply meets demand and there's no church in capitalism. The tongue eater lives off the food the fish eats along with a healthy supply of its host blood. But you want to know the worst part?
Sorry.
If the fish becomes past tense, the parasite can just detach itself and go on to find another body. But since fish need their tongue to swallow food, if the parasite leaves and the fish tries to eat without it, it'll proceed to choke to death. It's a toxic codependent relationship, but only on one side. Create a problem, sell the solution. That's the tongue eater's way of life. That in the American healthcare system.
Yeah, I'm really glad I'm not a fish. Not just for that reason, but that I did not know about the whole parasite. And not only does it take over the fish's body, but it becomes its tongue. So yeah, I'm really glad that I'm not a fish. But also, I mean, there are certain parasites. We got the tapeworms, certain things that could devour us from the inside and slowly make us sick. But still, that's quite a kicker. I wouldn't want a parasite at the tongue or at all. That was some really creepy visuals, but also just the mouth kind of reminded me of that figure that wore that the dolphin outfit. The mouth was very similar to the dolphin, and it's just a all around unsettling and creepy look.
Scarface went missing after telling people she saw something she shouldn't have. Tammy Lynn Liebert was a teen beauty queen and budding actress. In July 1982, after filming the movie Spring Break and posing for the movie poster, she went to a house party alone. Her family and friends say that she returned from this party a completely different person. Her once bubbly personality was now quiet and paranoid. She even told her mom that she saw something awful that she wasn't supposed to see, and she also asked her mom, "What would you do if I told you somebody was trying to kill me?" A few months later, she would land her non-speaking role in Scarface, and while on set, she became extremely upset after seeing a character get shot and the blood packets splurt blood out. This episode was bad, and the crew members were unable to tell if she was in actual danger or just paranoid. But they called her mom and told her to take her to both a psychologist and a police station. Later at the police station, Tammy clammed up and didn't really say anything. But back at home, she was going so far as to not drink from something that had already been opened for fear that it could be poisoned. On July 1st, 1983, the family's automatic locking front door locked Tammy in the front yard, and she actually grabbed a baseball bat and broke a...
No matter where you're at, especially if I know it's more popular in, like, you know, bar settings and stuff like that, especially if you're by yourself, man or woman, you know, don't drink something that you didn't see prepared yourself, or unless, you know, you get a bottle and it's something that you can open up yourself. That's just my suggestion on my tip.
Go window to get back in the house. This resulted in 72 hours in a psychiatric center, and Tammy was discharged with no evidence of a mental health issue or of drug or alcohol use. On July 5th, she went to church with a friend and cried several times during this and told that friend that she might be going away for a while. Tammy's behavior was extremely paranoid and erratic, and some days she'd be acting fine, while other days she would be extremely on edge. The last day she was ever seen was July 6th, 1983, when a friend picked her up to take her to the beach. They got into an argument in the car, and Tammy asked to be dropped off in front of the Glass Bank in downtown Cocoa Beach. She had no purse or identification, and she was seen walking along Highway A1A. She also called her aunt's costume shop 3 different times, leaving messages. She also called a friend and got the voicemail, and this was the last time that Tammy was ever seen or heard from. Why would this 17-year-old girl be so afraid for her life, and also why would she be okay getting dropped off in public and walking home? Maybe Tammy witnessed some illegal activity at that party and was threatened to keep quiet, but after she couldn't keep her cool, it was easier for these people to just get rid of her. Tammy's mom said her daughter once told her that her friend had bragged about having a large-scale money laundering operation, and this operation had cops and bankers involved. This is also interesting because when she had her freakout on the set of Scarface, she was also talking about money laundering. It's possible that someone ordered a hit on her, or that she was taken into the witness protection program. Clearly something that...
Well, that was an interesting one, and unfortunate, you know, it's kind of cases where somebody ends up stumbling upon some kind of, you know, crime or wrongdoing, and they weren't intended to see it, but then they become a liability and are viewed as, you know, somebody who could end up spilling the beans on whoever's committing the crime, and then they get caught in the crossfire, get caught up in it, you know. It's just unfortunate. But I hope that y'all enjoyed these clips today. I know this wasn't as long as, you know, some of my other ones normally are. Hey, but I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please comment, like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell if you wouldn't mind. I greatly appreciate it. Till next time, have a good one.